Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So yesterday I have explained what is Tinkercad, then what are the different areas of Tinkercad. So Tinkercad is a free, easy to use application for 3D design, electronics and coding. The main areas of Tinkercad are: one is 3D design, then another one is electronics. We can program, simulate and assemble. Then another main area is code blocks or design with code. Then we can create brick builders. So that means convert your design into brick models. Then you can use Minecraft modeler. That means you can build more intricate 3D designs. Then you can use plant pots. So the interface of Tinkercad I have explained yesterday. It consists of a work plane in the center. In the left side, there are so many options. That is, there is a view cube, then viewing options, that is fit in, zoom out, orthographic view, perspective view, then copy, paste, duplicating, delete, undo, redo, etc. In the right hand side of the screen, you can group objects, ungroup objects, align objects, mirror objects. Then you can import 2D or 3D designs. You can export your design into 3D printing or laser cutting, or you can share your design to various 3D communities, or you can share your design to Autodesk Fusion 360, or you can save your design locally to your computer. So that is the initial interface of the Tinkercad. So this import export options of Tinkercad I have already explained. You can import 2D or 3D files. You can export your Tinkercad file for 3D printing or laser cutting, or you can share your Tinkercad file to printers. Then you can share your design to Autodesk Fusion 360 for further modification, or you can share your design to various 3D communities. So actually all these details is actually yesterday I have posted all these details in the Google Classroom. So please go to the Google Classroom and check the website of 3D communities. So you can see Thingiverse, My Mini Factory, Space, Robot Magic, etc. Also, please visit different 3D printers, that is MakerBot, iMaterialize, Polar Cloud,
Sir,
etc. Oh,
sir,
yes.
how to visit the Google Classroom? Or any link is given for
What? I can't hear you. Speak loudly.
how to go to Google Classroom? Whether
See,
the link is available or any
there is a
possibility.
class code. Is there? What's your name?
Hemanathan.
Okay, we will share the Google. There is a class code. Is there? We will share Google class code to you. You can join the Google Classroom with that code.
Okay, sir. When, sir?
After I will share uh, I will share the Google class code here in the chat box after this session.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay,
So
sir.
you can check the chat box after this session.
So what purpose for Google Class?
Google Classroom is actually used for communication. Okay, I can
Okay,
easily
okay,
I
sir.
can easily communicate with all of you,
Okay, sir. Thanks.
because this is a group. With the help of Google Classroom, I can communicate very easily.
Okay, sir.
Otherwise I will send different emails to all of you for any, if any matter is there.
Okay, sir.
So for communication purpose. Okay. Also,
Okay, sir. Thank
the
you.
assignments are also published in the Google Classroom. without Google Classroom, you will not get the assignments. Also, you can submit your assignments, your tasks daily. There is some tasks. You have to submit that tasks through Google Classroom only.
So you want some laptop or PC, sir?
Yeah, you need laptop or desktop.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so this is
I,
actually a
I don't have now. That's only I'm asking.
okay, okay,
I
okay,
don't have any PC. I have only I have only mobile, sir.
okay,
I I have locked in my grandma's house. Still,
okay,
from 2 months I have here, sir.
okay. So
So I have
I will check. I will check and I will inform you. Okay,
Okay, sir. Thanks, sir.
okay, fine, fine.
Thanks for speaking with me, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so then next is I have explained the different basic shapes. So basic shapes in Tinkercad is actually this is used for creating 3D models with the help of this basic shapes. Okay, so these are the different basic shapes available in Tinkercad. Then yesterday I have given uh, say one task, that is create anything. Okay, any uh, any simple designs, okay, in Google Classroom, and you have to submit it in Google Classroom. Okay, so today is the last date, so if anybody is not submitted, so please submit it. Any simple thing, okay, not complicated, simple thing. Okay, also you can post your feedbacks in the Google Classroom. Okay, so today's session I will explain, I will share some simple examples of Tinkercad. Okay, then I will explain different options with the help of this simple examples. That is, the options are copy, paste, duplicating, grouping, aligning, mirroring, etc. Okay, with the help of some simple examples. Yesterday I have posted a design of chair in Google Classroom. I think majority of you have watched that video. So today I will first I will explain the design of chair. Then after that I will explain the design of a wrench. That is the second example. Then the third example is I will create a cup, and finally I will create a Parthenon. Okay, so Parthenon is actually, you know, this thing is a former temple of the Athenian Acropolis, Greece. It is dedicated to the goddess Athena, whom the people of Athens considered their patron. So it's actually a temple. So this is these are the today's examples, 4 examples. And after today's session, there is another task. This is the second task, that is silly solutions. Okay, the task is show us an example of how students identified a problem or something broken and used Tinkercad 3D design to create a fix. Okay, so if you have a problem, or you have to identify a problem or something broken, and used 3D Tinkercad 3D design to create a fix. Okay, so this is the today's task, and the submission date of today's task is tomorrow. Okay, 13th. You have to submit this tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow. Okay, so I will start with the design of chair, simple design. Okay, with the help of this simple design, I will explain various commands. Okay, so you can see this is a chair. It consists of 4 legs, and there is one seat, and there is one back. Okay, so first you have to create 4 legs, then you have to create the seat, and then you have to create the back. That is the procedure for creating the chair. So I will explain the chair step by step. So please watch this. Also, I will explain different options in the Tinkercad. So if you have any notebook or like that, You just note all these options. Okay. So I will open the Tinkercad. So I will open the Tinkercad. So please wait, it will open. Can you see the Tinkercad interface in the screen? Anybody, can you please reply?
No, sir.
No, okay.
Open, sir.
Okay,
Open screen, sir.
okay, fine.
So how to create water tank, sir?
Yeah, I will explain.
Oh, okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, can you see my screen? Are you able to see my screen? Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I will go to create new design. Yeah. So now you can see, I already explained the central plane, that is the work plane. In the left side, you can see there are so many options. In the right side also, you can see there are so many options. So first I will, yesterday I have posted this video in Google Classroom, that the first example is the same video. Okay. If please watch this. Okay. So first you take the box. Okay. Because the cross section of the chair, leg of the chair is actually a rectangular cross section or a square cross section. Okay, that's why this is a, I take this the leg shape as a box. Then you can change the dimension of this square box with the help of this white dot. I already explained this in this actually yesterday. You can adjust this, the length, breadth, with the help of this white dot, or you can increase the height of this object with the help of the top white. Okay, with the help of this. If you want to place this object at a height from the work plane, you have to click the arrow at the top of the box. So click the arrow here. You can place the object to a certain height. So I will when I click the front view, you can see this object is at a certain height. If you want to position the object to a certain height from work plane, you can use the help of this arrow, or you can enter the value. See, you can see the height value is actually 52 mm. You can change this value as, say, 80 mm. You can enter the value as 80 mm. In that way, you can change the dimension. Okay. So with the help of this arrow, I can move this object upward or downward direction. Okay. If you want to delete this object, just click the delete button. Okay. So I will take this box. Okay. Then I will edit the length and breadth. Before that, if you want to change the dimension of this object, so in the right bottom side there is an option called edit grid. There is an option called edit grid. Click here. You can see the grid properties. In that window you can see units. Change that unit into millimeters or inches. So here I will change this unit into inches. I just click here, inches. Then click update grid. Okay. So in this way you can change the unit. Also, if you want to change the name of your design, in the top left side, you can see there is a change name option. So type here new chair design. So I will write here new chair design. Okay. So now I have changed the dimension, and also I have changed the name of my design. Then I will select the first basic shape box. Okay, I will place here. Then I will click the white dot, and I will enter the length and breadth as 0.125. Say for example 0.125. Okay, here click the tab button or click the mouse button, 0.125. Then click enter. Okay, so this is the one leg of the chair. This is one leg of the chair. Then next is you have to create the next 3 legs of the chair. So just select this. Then in the left hand side there is an option called duplicate. Okay, just click this duplicate button 3 times, 1, 2 and 3. Click the duplicate icon 3 times. Okay, so the duplicate item is actually created, but you can't see that duplicate item. It is actually merged with the original shape, initial shape. So you just click the initial shape using your mouse and then drag it. You can see this is your first duplicate copy. Then again click the original leg, then drag it. You can move the next duplicate copy. Then last one, again click the original leg and move it to here. So in this way you can apply duplicate and you can create 4 legs of the chair. Then next is you have to create the seat of the chair. So you have to select the box. Okay, select box here. Yeah, then I have to change the height of this box. Say I have to change the height of the box. Say enter the value as 0.125. Okay, so this is the seat. Then I will duplicate this seat such that you will get the back of the chair. So click this and again click the duplicate icon only once. Okay, the duplicate copy of the seat is created. Then you can click on that seat and just drag it. You can see the duplicate copy of the duplicate copy of the seat. That is actually this is your back. Then next is I will place this seat on the top of this chair. So here I already explained, for changing the height of this object, you just click the arrow. You just click this arrow. Okay, you can click this arrow and you can move this, or you can give the dimension values. Then I will move this to here on the top of the 4 legs. Okay, so now you can see 4 legs with a seat. Then you can place your back. Select this. Then first you have to rotate this. First you have to rotate this through an angle 90 degree. So here you can see there is an angular icon is there. When you click that angular icon, you can enter the angular value here. There is a space. So here enter 90 degree. Okay, then click enter. You can see that is actually tilted to an angle of 90 degree. Then you can move this object to a certain height, or you can enter the value and then you can move this to here. Okay, so now you can see your chair is ready. But the one problem of this chair is, this chair consists of, say, if I will select all these, and you can see in the right side, you can see shapes 6. This consists of 6 shapes. This is not a single component. This consists of 6 different shapes. Okay, so you have to convert this into a single object. Okay, otherwise when you click this and drag it, what happened is this leg will move in this direction, this seat will move in the opposite direction, and this back will move in another direction. Okay, so we have to convert this 6 shapes into single object. So for that we have to select all the chair using the mouse. So now this is actually selected. You can see shapes 6 in the right side. Above shapes, you can see there is an icon that is called a group, or the shortcut key is Control G. Every command has shortcut keys. So here the shortcut key of grouping is Control plus G. Okay, so I just click here. Okay, when I click that button, this consists of only one shape. Okay, that means the 6 shapes combined into a single entity. Okay, when I select this, you can see shape, there is nothing. But before grouping, you can see shape bracket 6. That means 6 shapes are there in the design. So this is very, very important. This is called a grouping. Okay, If you want to ungroup this, say if you want to change it for, if you want to ungrouping, you just select this, and then in the right of grouping you can see ungroup, or the shortcut key is control plus shift plus G. Okay, you just click the ungroup button. That means you can move this object, this 6 objects in 6 different directions. Okay, so now I actually ungroup it, then I will select this. Then you can see shapes bracket 6, so that means it consists of 6 shapes. Okay, again I will select this, then I will apply the group. Okay, now this is a single entity, this chair is a single entity. If you click the home button in the left side, you can see this is the home button. If you want to see the different views, you can tilt your work plane with the help of this view cube. Okay, so in this way, so this is the basic steps involved in for creating a Tinkercad 3D design. So you have to change your name. First you have to change your name. Then you have to change the dimensions, inches or millimeters. Then you have to take the appropriate basic shapes. Then you have to change its length, breadth, its dimensions. Then after that you have to apply the grouping. Okay, so in this way, this is the first example of today. This is a very simple example. Okay, this is the first example. I hope the commands actually clear: duplicate, grouping, ungrouping, etc. So next I will move to the next example. So I will create the wrench. Okay, so this is actually, as Tinkercad is a cloud-based software, and this is a web-based application. Automatically, this design is saved in your profile page. Okay, you just go to the when you log in into Tinkercad account, you can see all these designs in your first page of the Tinkercad. Okay, so you can't in other softwares, if we do something we have to save it. So here this is actually automatic saving, so no need to save it. Okay, this is
Sir,
actually yes.
how to change this color?
Yeah, if you want to change the color, you just select this, and you can see the shape in the right side. You can see the shape. Can you see the shape in the right side?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just you can see solid. Click here, you can see different colors. Click here, you can see now the color is changed. Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, just select this, then go to the solid. You can see different colors. Click here, you can see my color is actually changed. Okay, yeah. Then next example, second example is, yeah, the second example is creating a wrench. Okay, so I will go back to the Tinkercad. See, you can see left side, you can see new chair design. That is actually automatically saved. Okay, no need to save each file. Okay, then again I will move to the next design. Click the create new design. So next example is this one, creation of a wrench. Okay, so you know a wrench consists of a jaw, a handle, and a ring. Okay, so here I will create three separate parts. That is a ring, one is handle, and another one is jaw. Then after creating this three parts, I will combine it. Okay, that is the procedure. Okay, so I will explain this. Okay, so here you can see the work plane. First, you have to change the name of your design. I just type here new wrench. New wrench. Okay. Then I will go to the edit grid. Okay. In the first problem, the unit is actually in inches. So now I am using millimeters. So the second problem, the unit is in millimeters. I just change the unit and then click the update grid icon. Update grid. Okay. So first I will create the ring. So the basic shape of ring is actually a cylinder. So you have to select the cylinder. I just click the cylinder, then drag it. Okay. So this is the cylinder. Then I will click this cylinder and I will enter the diameter value as say 25. So I will use the tab button and then enter the value as 25 both sides. Okay, with the help of the tab button in the keypad. Click enter. Okay, so now the diameter is 25. Then next is I want to change the height of this cylinder. So click the center dot and move it downwards, or you can change the dimension as say 4 millimeter. Use tab button, click here, then click here and enter the value as 4, then click the enter button. Okay, either you can adjust the dimension with the help of white dots, or you can enter the dimension you can enter the value of the dimension. Okay, then next option is I want to create a hole inside the cylinder. So for that, again I will select the cylinder option. Okay, I will click the cylinder, I will move it. Then the next operation is actually cutting, okay, or hole creation. So for that, you have to change this cylinder into a hole. Okay, so here you can see an ash color shaped cylinder is above the cylinder, okay, in the basic shapes area. So click this cylinder in your work plane and then click the cylinder option, ash colored cylinder option. Or you can see a shape icon in the right hand side. You can see a solid option is there, or you can see a hole option is there. You can click this hole option. Now this cylinder is converted into a hole. Okay. Then what is the next step is I will change the dimension of this hole as, say, the dimension of this initial cylinder is 25. So I will change this dimension as, say, 20. So use the tab button, enter 20, then enter 20. Now the dimension of this hole is 20. Okay. Then I will move this hole to the center of this ring. Okay. So I just select this two objects with the help of shift icon. Then in the top of the in the previous problem I have explained the command called grouping. Okay. So near to that command you can see there is an option called align. The shortcut key of align is actually L. So you just click the align button, and then see, you can see so many black dots are here, so many black dots. So these black dots are used for aligning the two shapes. So here you can see I will click the central dot. You can see these two objects are centrally aligned. Okay, that means the center of this ring and the center of this hole are in same line. And I will click this black dot. That means this ring and this hole will be at a same central line. The center of both these objects will be same. So in this way you can use the align command. Okay, once again I will explain. Control Z. You just either you can select using your mouse, or you can select your shift icon, select this, then near to the group icon you can see there is an option called align. The shortcut key is L. Click this one. Then you can see different dots are there. You can click the central dot first. So once again I will select this, align, central align. Okay, that means this is centrally aligned. Okay, so now you can see one is actually an object and another one is a hole. So you want to create a hole. So select this option and then click the group icon. Okay, now you can see your hole, your ring is actually created. Okay, so apply the hole and then select it and then you group it. So when you're grouping it, what happens is that whole portion is removed from the solid object. Okay, so in this way you can create the ring. So this is the first object. Then next is the handle. Okay, so handle, what is the basic shape of a handle? The basic shape of a handle is rectangular like structure. So I will select the box. I will also select the box. Okay, then I will change the length, width and height of this handle. Okay, I will change this length as, say, 100 mm. Then I will change the width as 10 mm. Okay, then I will adjust the height as, say, 4 mm. So you can see Okay, so you can see a ring and a handle. Okay, then the next option is okay, so I will select this. Okay, so I will select these two objects, then click the align button. Then first I will align these two objects. Okay, then I will select these two and then click the group button. That means these two objects are actually a single entity. So Control Z, you can see when I select these two objects, you can see shapes 2. So shapes 2 means shape 1 is this ring and this shape 2 is handle. Okay, when you group it, it actually changes into a single entity. When you select this thing, you can see only shape. That means this is a single entity. Okay, then next is you have to create the jaw. So for that, what is the basic shape of the jaw? Okay, so select cylinder. You have to select this cylinder. Then I will change the diameter. Say the diameter value is, use the tab button, 30. I will enter the diameter as 30 by 30. Okay, then enter. Then I will change the height. So I will change the height as 4 millimeter. Okay. Then I want to cut a shape here. Okay, for that I will use an option that is called a polygon option. Okay, so I will take this polygon and I will convert this polygon into a hole. Okay, I will convert this polygon into hole, and then if you want to change the dimension, say width is say something 15 by tab say 32. I have changed the dimensions. Then I will select this cylinder and this hole, and then I will align it. Then I will move this say up to here. Okay, then say I will change, there is an inclination, so I will change this to say something say 22.5 degree. So I will change this angle. Okay, then I will select these two and then I will group it. So you can see the jaw. Then I will select these two options, two shapes. You can see shapes 2. Then I will group it. Sorry, not grouping, aligning. So I will select these two. I will select these two, then I will align it first. Okay, then I will say I will move this to say up to here, and then you can select this, and then you can group it. Okay, so this is another example of a wrench. Okay, so this is another example of wrench. So today I have explained the various commands like duplicating, then different viewing options, then how to control this the height from the work plane, then how to change the uh, length, breadth, how to change the inclination, then how to use the hole option, then grouping, what do you mean by grouping, then what do you mean by align tool, what is the use of align tool, then how to change, what is the procedure for changing the color of your design, okay, etc. So all these things are actually explained. So today, so now time is actually 5:56. Okay, so I will finish today's session as there is no time to complete the next two examples. So today I will complete the next two examples. Okay, so I will post these two examples in Google Classroom. If you can complete it, otherwise I will explain these two. Okay, I will show you the two examples. Okay, so today I have explained the design of a simple chair, the creation of basic shapes, changing dimensions, then changing length, breadth, change the position, then rotation, aligning, grouping, etc. Then uh, here you have created three different parts, then align it, then group it, and you have created the wrench. Okay, so this is another example. Actually this is actually an interesting object. This is actually the design of a cup. So you can create the cup with the help of, so I will give you the clue. The clue is actually there is an option called a paraboloid. Okay, so you just note it, there is an option called a paraboloid. Okay, so with the help of this paraboloid, you have to create, first you have to create the body, then with the help of, there is another option that is called a torus. Okay, with the help of torus you can fix the handle here. Okay, I think it's actually very simple. Okay, you can create this cup with the help of this body is actually created with the help of paraboloid, and the handle you can create it with the help of the torus. Okay, then this is the last example. Okay, this will take some time, so that's why I will not enter into this. So tomorrow I will complete this. So this is actually a Parthenon. Okay, so this consists of see, you can see number of columns. Okay, and you can see in the columns you can see there are some curved like structures, shapes. Okay, so first you have to create this one column, and then you have to duplicate it. Okay, then you have to duplicate it. Okay, in the y direction and in the x direction. Okay, and remove all the columns from the center, remove all the columns from the center. You can see in the left side, you can see there is no columns in the center, only outer boundary consists of the columns. Okay, so you have to create the columns with the help of the basic shape called a cylinder. Okay, then with the help of, you can see in the bottom side you can see 3 steps. So you can create these 3 steps with the help of box, in the top you can see on the top of this column there is one square block, and again on the top of that square block there is one large square block. So you can create this square block with the help of box command. Then on the top you can take the roof command. With the help of this roof command you can complete this. So you just try all these. So I will post all these 4 problems in Google Classroom. So you have to try this cup and Parthenon. So this is actually not needed. If you have time, you can complete it. Otherwise, I will explain these 2 examples also tomorrow. Okay, cup and Parthenon. Okay, so I will wind up my session. Before that, I will explain once again. I will explain the task number 2. You have to show us an example of how students identified a problem or something broken and used Tinkercad 3D design to create a fix. So there is a problem, you have to find out the solution with the help of this Tinkercad. Okay, that's it. Okay, and if you have any doubt, you can ask me. So this is the Q&A session. Okay, you can ask me if you have any doubt. 5 minutes. In the chat box. So how to create a water tank? Okay. So water tank. So what is the basic shape of the water tank? Okay. So the basic shape of the water tank is actually simply if we can consider the water tank as a cylinder. Okay, you can consider this as a cylinder. Then you have to remove material from the inside portion of the cylinder. Okay, that is the second thing. So first you have to create this drag and place the cylinder. Then you have to remove the material inside from the cylinder. So I will give you the hint. That is, hint is, so first you have to copy the object. Okay, so first you have to copy the object. So that means your cylinder with the help of copy command, or you can use the shortcut key Ctrl+D. Okay, then you have to change the ratio of that copy by maintaining your center position. Okay, once again I will tell you, you have to copy your object. Then first you have to copy your object. Then you have to change the ratio of your object by maintaining the center position with the help of Control Shift plus Alt key. Control Shift Alt key. Okay. Then you can select that copy object as a whole, and then you can group it. So that in that way you can remove the object from the inside portion of the tank. Okay, I think the question is from, I will check, Guganathan, is it okay? Guganathan, how to create water tank? Guganathan, is it clear? Guganathan, is it clear? No reply. So I'm waiting your reply, Guganathan. Okay, in that way you can create the tank. Okay, you just try. Okay, so Guganathan, once again, first you have to create the cylinder. Then you have to copy the cylinder with the help of copy command or Ctrl+D. Then you have to change the ratio of your copied object by maintaining the center position using Control Shift Alt. Okay, then you have to change that copied object into whole. Then you have to apply the grouping. So then you will get like a cylinder shape. There is an inside portion. Then you can modify it. Okay, it's a simple method. You just try. Okay. Okay. Then next is, sir, could we scale down or scale up a object which is grouped? Okay, we can so I will show you. So this is the object. This is the I will show you the Tinkercad file. Okay, I will take the Tinkercad file. So I will take the Tinkercad file. Yeah. Okay, you can increase, you can change your dimension. Okay, you can change. Okay, this is actually a single entity. You can change, you can increase or decrease the, okay, you can increase or decrease, no problem. Okay, then how to share this design into Google Classroom? So there is actually a yeah, we will give you a link in the Google Classroom. So you have to submit your designs in the link provided in the Google Classroom. Okay. So today you have to, if you have time, you have to, so today practice any pictures. Okay. Okay. So today practice any pictures. That's actually I told. So if you have to complete, you just try to complete these 4 basic shapes. Okay, one chair, then wrench, then you have to, if you have time, or if you have time to complete these 4 designs, you have to try this cup. Okay, so the command used for creating the cup is paraboloid and torus. Okay, just note it, paraboloid and torus. With the help of this paraboloid and torus, you can create the cup. Then Parthenon, you can create the Parthenon with the help of the shapes like cylinder, then box, and roof. Okay, these 3 are the commands. You just, if you have knowledge, then you can try. Otherwise, I will explain these 2 examples tomorrow, cup and Parthenon. Okay. So with this, I will stop this today's session. If you have any further doubts or anything, you can post your doubt in the Google Classroom. Okay, and also you have to submit your feedbacks, because it is very, very important. And one important thing is this is the task. This is actually today's task. Okay, everybody, can you see the task? Can you please reply in the Google Classroom? Task, is it clear? Task, is it clear? Yeah, understand? So there is a problem. You have to identify a problem or something broken, and you have to use Tinkercad 3D design to create a fix. Okay, so you have to submit this tomorrow. Okay, so once again, thank you and have a nice day. Thank you very much.